The game industry has changed over the last decade. We've seen the rise in streaming services like Twitch, in which people like to watch other people play games. Because of this, the esports community has been booming over the last few years. So today, I want to talk about one of the most popular esports games in the world, League of Legends.
Let 'em go and nobody gets hurt.
Damn it.
Dumb luck is a gift of his.
Oh, is it?
League of Legends is a multiplayer online battle arena, also known as a MOBA, in which 2 teams of 5 battle it out in an arena. The game was created by Riot Games and was released in 2009 for Microsoft Windows and Mac OS systems. The goal is to get to the other side of the map to destroy the enemy's nexus, while trying to defend the team from destroying your nexus. This mode is called Summoner's Rift. League also has 2 other game modes, a RAM and Teamfight Tactics, but I won't be talking about those modes. Instead, I'm going to be focusing solely on Summoner's Rift, since it's the most popular one and the one that I play the most. So the game features over 140 different champions for you to play as, each with their own unique personalities and abilities. Some of these are available when you start playing the game, while others you must buy using in-game currency or with real money. The game does offer up free rotation on characters, so that you're able to play different characters each week for free without having to pay for them. But again, you don't have to spend any money to get any of the champions. You can play the game and earn in-game currency and use that instead to unlock a new champion. The champions are divided in 6 different categories. Assassins, who focus on closing the gap and killing low health enemies. Fighters, who focus on getting close to their enemies and using melee attacks to kill them. Mages, who focus on using magic to deal damage to their enemies. Marksmen, who focus on using ranged weapons and keeping their distance from the enemy. Supports, who focus on giving buffs to their teammates and harassing the enemy. And finally, we have tanks, who focus on building up health and armor to absorb as much damage as possible. Now that we talked about the types of characters, let's talk about the roles in the game. When you play a game of Summoner's Rift, you will be assigned one of 5 roles: top lane, jungle, mid lane, bottom lane, and support. Top, mid, and bottom lanes all pretty much do the same thing. You go through the lane killing the enemy's minions so that your minions can push through to destroy the turrets that are in the lane. The more turrets that you destroy, the closer you can get to the enemy's nexus. Also, you're going to have to deal with an enemy champion who's trying to do the same thing to your turrets. The only key difference between the 3 lanes is the champions that go to them. There are certain champions that are assigned to each lane. Take Talon here. He is considered a mid laner, while Wukong here is considered a top laner. Next, we have the support role. As I stated before, supports focus on buffing their teammates while harassing the enemy. The support will usually go to the bottom lane at the start of the game to help push it. However, as the game goes on, they can go to other lanes if needed. And lastly, we have the jungle role. The jungle role is the hardest role in the game. It requires you to roam the jungle killing monsters so that you can level up. You also must go help the other lanes when needed. I forgot to mention that you do level up during the match, which will make you stronger. The problem with being a jungler is that you don't level up as fast as everyone else does. Because of this, you'll be at a disadvantage. If you're playing this game for the first time, I recommend staying away from the jungle role until you get the hang of the game. When you play a champion, you have 4 abilities. They are bound to your Q, W, E, and R. Your Q, W, and E are your basic abilities, while your R is your ultimate ability. Each champion has different abilities, so it's up to you on which characters you want to play. When you level up, you can put skill points into these abilities. Your Q, W, and E can have 5 skill points in each one, while your R ability can only have 3 skill points in it. I only recently got into League of Legends, and it's moments like these that make me come back to play the game. However, it's moments like these that make me want to uninstall the game. Despite any issues I have with this game, I still enjoy it. There's a lot more things I could have talked about, such as buying items in ruins. However, I wanted to keep this video short and straight to the point. I say, if you got a decent computer or Mac, give this game a try. It's free. The only thing you'll lose is time. And that's going to be it for this video. Thank you for watching.
In the Freljord, the fighting tears us apart. But we only survive together as a family.